What's up, Voyager Nation, and welcome to today's clickbait video. No, not at all. Like, I'm really going to explain what I mean by buying a car for $50 or buying a house for $1,000. Just give me a second and I'll get into it. But before we do, you guys, as always, thank you for joining me on the journey here in the craziest set on YouTube. Who else can say they have this? I finally got my first comment that just was laughing out loud like, dude, your set. I was like, finally, someone had to make fun of my set. I was waiting for it. Thank you. You guys, this is for fun. If this isn't fun, come on, like, you gotta laugh at this. Like, my son helped me make that. That's cute. And Steve, like, who has a Steve shrine? Anyways, before we get into the video, you guys, thank you for joining me on the journey. As always, if you guys are new, I'm a new channel, I would love any kind of support. And that would mean subscribe if you can. That would be amazing. Hit the bell for notifications. And if you get any entertainment out of this, hit that like button like right now. Hit it right now, pause the video, hit the like button, turn it from gray to green. Okay, so today's video is about how we can literally turn, in the new world of crypto, $50 into a house or into a car and $1,000 into a house. And what I mean by that is, before I get into it, let's go back and rewind back in time real quick. 1913, the dollar. Well, the dollar held its value, right? And ever since then, well, what's been happening to the dollar? The dollar just continues to go down and down and down. And why? Because we just keep printing out money everywhere, guys. And now they're saying all over the place is cash is trash. I'm sure you all have heard that, and you probably know that because if you're watching this video, then you're into the crypto space for that reason. The dollar just continues to go down. But if you were to go rewind and go back and listen to your grandparents' stories or all the stories you've heard over time, you would hear them talk about, I was able to buy a house for this price, or a movie was, you know, a nickel. Man, my grandparents always told me that one. My dad's that old, by the way, that he would always tell me like a movie was a nickel. Well, it's because the dollar was so different then. So what's happening now in today's world is there is a changing of the guard, because people see that in the dollar space, not so good because cash is trash, but then they see a new opportunity and a new start and beginning with this whole crypto space and a whole journey. And if you're on the ground floor in early, what my title was about can actually happen. And I just want to get your feedback if you agree with that and agree with just the basic premise. So today is more of a deep thoughts type of video where I just wanted to get our brains turning and get some good feedback going back and forth. And also for other people who are new to the space checking it out that don't really understand this, if they see your comments, they might have the bells go on, right? Ooh, I'm listening, I'm up, the antennas are up. So I'm gonna use my son before we get going. My son is an example, right? My son's 20 years old, and every time he gets a paycheck, I make him put $75 into Bitcoin, and then 25 here, 25 there, 25 there, and that's it. And I say, just let it go. I got you diversified a little bit, but over time, what's going to happen is that's going to compound because he's so young. But what if, with some of that money, let's take Voyager for example, since we love Voyager, let's take Voyager for example, that $50 he put in at the very, very beginning blows up and goes parabolic in the next 2 or 3 years. That $50 is now suddenly going to literally be an amount that will buy him a car. Now, I'm not saying some high-end car, but literally we'll probably be able to buy him a car from a simple $50 deposit, right? That's amazing. I think that can happen, guys. Also, with the $1,000. Let's say you take $1,000. My son has over $1,000 in a couple different coins. So what if one of those coins goes through the roof and goes parabolic, and before you know it, he's like, I suddenly have all this money to buy a starter home. Now, obviously, you can't buy, like, in certain parts of the country. I get it, guys. There's dream homes, and other states have through-the-roof prices. But I'm just talking in general for the video. Bear with me on this. But here in the Midwest, he's going to be able to buy a house with that $1,000 if it does blow up and go parabolic. I don't think that's crazy. Like, am I crazy with what I'm saying? Check me on this if I am, but I would love to hear your feedback on the mentality of this, that if you are here on the ground floor or have been for the past 6 months, I'll just say like past 6 months only, I think you're in a situation where $50 really could get you a car and $1,000 really can get you a house, just like the old days with our grandparents. So that's it. Deep thoughts from the basement, guys. I would love to hear your comments below. Do you agree with this? Are we in a you know, a new changing of the guard going into crypto where the dollar is trash, and this is where we're going, and let's get in early because changes can just happen so fast. And I can't predict what coin, right? I'm not Nostradamus. I love me some Voyager. But just in general, the concept of what I'm saying, do you think it can happen? All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for sticking along. Subscribe if you guys are new. And again, if you guys got anything out of this video, hit that like button. All right, guys. Hope you can buy a house soon with your money. Let's go. Till next time.